Hi, I'm Tolga and I'm here with Keema. Keema, we hear a lot about moving up the stack in the cloud. What do we mean by that?
Back in 2013, when I started providing consulting services to customers, I found that the cloud provided a smart hypervisor that allowed you to quickly provision virtual machines and storage, provided services like auto-scaling. But I saw the opportunity to innovate further and integrate the operating system, the applications, and other parts of the stack, and moving up the stack to provide managed services to customers. What does that do is it enables customers to focus on the value add, on solving business problems, providing business outcomes by developing the right kind of software, instead of worrying about low-level IT operational challenges like uptime, backup and restore, etc. So over the years, AWS was able to innovate, and we've seen a lot of introduction, a lot of new concepts and services like serverless, managed databases, managed load balancers, managed API gateways. And what this enabled was a lot of the customers that use the platform, they were able to innovate on top of that by focusing on those higher level business functions.
So does that change the kind of build versus buy calculation that companies have to make?
This is a conversation I'm having a lot with customers. A lot of IT-centric organizations are focused on it's better to buy a turnkey solution, but they find very quickly that they spend as much money, if not more, integrating that type of solution with the other systems they have. With the cloud, you have building blocks that are being managed fully by the cloud provider, so you focus on integration. You do spend the time to integrate those services, but because they're fully managed, the TCO calculation changes a lot. So when you're looking at build versus buy, the opportunity there is to invest the same amount of time and money to build something that's valuable, not work around the limitations of the turnkey solution, but taking advantage of the right service for the right job and integrating that service with the rest of the stack.
Customers sometimes are concerned about data and data being locked into third-party tools. How does that work in this model?
What's very interesting with this model is that when you buy a turnkey solution, you're really dependent on how the vendor stores the data and what interfaces provides to you to be able to extract the data. And a lot of companies find themselves fighting to get the data from one system to another. With the cloud, you have so many different services that provide a native integration. Moving data from one to another is very easy. And instead of thinking about centralizing all of your data in one place, you could be creating replicas and copies of that data and sending it to the right service in the format that that service can understand, because the cloud provides a lot of the glue, a lot of the integration between those services. So in some ways, if you think about it, it democratizes the ability to leverage the data and build solutions that are data-driven, data-centric, and it doesn't really lock you in one particular format, in one particular solution.
So it sounds like freedom to manage data the way you see fit, as well as freedom to build your own differentiating value on top of these services.
Correct, and there is a lot of novel, innovative services that are being built, the likes of Athena, the likes of Glue, the likes of Redshift Spectrum, and many others that allow you to process the data in many different ways. In order for a company to buy that type of software that can do that type of data processing, they're going to have to spend millions of dollars to buy a solution that kind of does it all, and they'll be limited by the functionality versus the cloud model with managed services. You can use the right service for the right type of processing you need. And you're not locked, right? In a year from now, another service gets launched that is innovative and adds more value. Instead of going and migrating from one solution to another, you can just integrate it and continue using it.
Awesome. Thanks, Keema.